everybody. Today is going to be a very busy day because not only did I have to do my bills this morning, today is hair day. So, try to get as much done in a timely manner as possible. I got up a little late. I got up at 9:09 a.m., but I got the bills done this morning, and that's always a good start. All right. So I was getting an interesting message here from Twitch. Buddy, I'm also sharing your content. Would be awesome to team up for a game sometime. You know what? If you're talking about gaming, sure, why the hell not? Well, let me start with giving you my Discord link for you to join my Discord and get to know more about who I am. Right here, DISCORD. There you go. There's my Discord Twitch for you. Coming up. Takes a little second with this thing to pull out for some reason. I don't know why. So anyway, of course today is hair day. So we're gonna be running around, jumping back and forth, doing things today. We didn't get to the game last night. I've been working on the router, the evaluation and discussion, and I did some of that last night, the filming. Today I gotta edit it down. Also, tomorrow will be either Ascension WoW or Turtle WoW. So I don't know which one it's gonna be. In addition, unless PDX tells me otherwise, we are still hoping to get in the video with our live stream with PDX. She has not got back yet to me to confirm if it's still on, but I'm gonna try to prepare for it as if it is. I do think it is, but things kind of get a little messy. I did send a message to her on Facebook Messenger, asking her to confirm. So hopefully she'll get back to me. That'll be tomorrow, and so yeah, we got a lot of different things going on right now. Good morning, how you doing? David S., welcome to the show today. Don't forget to put a like in the like jar, guys. Yeah, please don't forget. It helps. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to post all the links out to all the sites I usually do. As I said, I got bills paid this morning. And, well, we're not broke yet, but we're getting there, unfortunately. So we have hair today, and then at about 12:15 we'll be leaving here. At least preparing to leave here, I should say. Not exactly walking out the door exactly at 12:15, but pretty close to it. And then when I get home, I know the landlord is gonna want his rent because I told him the rent would be ready by the time we get home at 3:00. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. How many knows? Thank you. They say April is going to be a good month for Virgo. We'll see. So far, it's better than March. Oh, yeah! Let's keep it that way. Alright, let's get the panel link open. VOC. VOC. voice our comments. Me and Gaming Fairy had an interesting chat last night, and so after I was done, prepared the video for editing, it was about 7:07 p.m. And she said, "Hi, would you like to just hang out and talk?" I said, "Sure, absolutely." So we talked on Discord last night, and we had a good time. I think we went to bed about 11 o'clock. So we talked about what's been going on and stuff like that. Good morning, everybody, like I said earlier. Good morning to the person on Twitch. Good morning, CB. So hopefully we can continue to see positive growth. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Continue to see his channel grow. Remember, you guys are the reason we exist. What I mean by that is, if there wasn't always a need for a show like this, it wouldn't exist. It exists because it's a nice, relaxing environment in the morning where we can cover stuff. Hello, Ancient Dan. Good morning to you also. Not saying that our morning shows are always sunshine and rainbows. I wish it was, but it's just the way it was. Yesterday was kind of like an overcast day show, which a lot of people got rightfully upset about what was being said. I don't blame them personally. I was getting equally upset. But that was yesterday. So let's see if today continue. Hello, Mojo. How you doing today? Good morning to you. So, VOC is the panel link. And, so, as you can see outside, I might as well show you this anyway before we forget to change the scene anyway. It's raining right now. According to my phone, it said it should be starting to dry out by the time I leave the house for my hair appointment. I'll have to see how that goes. So, anyway, so tonight I do not necessarily have anything on the itinerary. But I am working on a video which from the router thingy. Let me just say one thing. The router I bought is the older one. I'm going to keep this short because I discuss this more in the video. And as an older one, it means there's some limitations on it. Okay? And one of the biggest limitations is its network throughput is limited to maximum about 400 megabits per second in. It's supposed to be a 10, 1000, but because of the way the network controller, the bus controller is inside, it can't go beyond 480 megabits per second. So, in one sense, it's kind of a bit of a drag. But on the other hand, it does work. And I have tested it in practical testing. I've done the equivalent of fall over, where the T-Mobile internet was not available. It would fall over the Frontier. And once it falls over the Frontier, it stays there. The problem is the Frontier is, well, we know Frontier trying to stream 1080p is trying to squeeze a watermelon through the hole the size of a grapefruit. And so because of that, we have to really be aware that if the network ever crashed when I was actually streaming, you ain't going anywhere, buddy. You ain't going anywhere. Even though everything else would be working A-OK and perfect. However, because TP-Link is using open source, it may very well be possible, because I have the firmware source code, to add some additional features to the router that I really, really want to see for future. One of them would be NDIS. But it's still not going to solve the problem that the USB-C port, that the Ethernet ports are still limited to 480 megabits per second. Should I have bought the better one? Sure. It was like $149. And I didn't really want to spend $149. And looking back at it, I think I made a reasonably good choice for evaluation, because that's a lot of money I didn't want to spend. So when we bought that, it was just kind of like, what the heck, let's buy it anyway, because they already had the UPSs and stuff on my Amazon card, so figured why not throw it in there. But that's the video coming up. That'll be a pretty detailed video. I hope it's going to be pretty verbose with a lot of information. So last night, anyway, back to something a little more exciting. Me and Gaming Fairies, I said, talked for about, I would say, up to about 4 hours. We covered a lot of different things for fun, behind the scenes. Nothing inflammatory, anything like that. Just basically, just had a good time talking about everyday stuff. Good morning, Phoenix. How you doing today? Check out the stream. Still up. LOL. Says Mo. So. And, so everybody, I want to say to you that I'm very happy that we've been having a good shows here, but I would like to definitely continue with the positive energy. In this world right now, that's one thing this world needs, is positive energy. Yesterday, Trump's tariffs went into effect. Some countries are upset because they're like, they can't flood the market with their stuff. I'm talking about China, particularly. But you know what? I do strongly hope that more and more manufacturers will bring production back to this country for many reasons. Number one, it will give American people actual, honest to God jobs. Number two, it'll make us less dependent on imported goods. Which is a great thing, because we had, as we found out during the Big C, when we were dependent on N95 masks from China, we basically realized that we had a real problem. Everything that we needed during the Big C was coming in from overseas, including prescription medications and many over-the-counter medications. And that really, really was a concern, because any country that imports more than it makes during tough times and instabilities means that that country is not likely to do well if the other countries start doing an embargo. So, yes, I see that it's hard on everybody. I agree. I wish that Trump had a better way of doing it. However, the truth is, Congress has a habit of not actually always acting in a timely manner. A lot of this stuff could have been dealt with years ago, but was never dealt with. Like what's going on with Social Security could have been dealt with years ago. But Congress likes to sit on its hands and say, nah, I'm not changing anything. Until alarms start sounding and people start screaming, pointing fingers at each other, going, no, it's your fault, it's your fault, no, it's your fault. And if somebody had just quietly said, say, 10 years ago with Social Security, said, you know, I think we better get those problems nipped in the bud. Time to fix the damn issue. Because, you know, in 10 years, this is going to get really, really nasty. And everybody else said, shut your pie hole. We don't need to do nothing. You'll be sorry. Well, true enough. True enough. So, that's just what Congress says. Nobody wants to do it because they're afraid they're going to lose their votes. Sometimes you have to take one for the team because you know it needs to be done. Well, right now the biggest tariff problem is China because they keep flooding the market with products. I don't think a lot of our stuff does come from European Union, but most of it comes from China. And that's where the problem is. And China is not our friend. China's got their own agenda, and it's not necessarily being our bestie. You know, they never have been. They're thinking about themselves, but there's a reason why they're thinking about themselves, because their own people's needs and livelihood depend on making products that they can sell overseas. The Bogdanov twins already said they will the monk, I swear, I just saw a plane take off outside. Well, you never know. especially are working on flying cars now. It won't be long before such a thing is a regular everyday occurrence. My problem is that the motors are really loud, and you definitely would hear them. So once come up on panel, guys, it's BOC. BOC. If you want to talk with me today, we only have it until about 12:15, so this means that we need to get the show going right away. How you doing this to nobody? Speaking of testing or texting, I haven't checked to see if I got any messages on Discord yet. Let me go to this Discord and check that. I didn't have time this morning to check my email. So let's see what's going on. Loading up our Discord here. Nope, I don't see any messages waiting for us. Journal messages. What the heck did you click on? The heck? How did I get here? Oh, there it is. Alright, so my message is there is not much going on here in Discord. Okay, good enough right now. Okay, so YouTube is so obsolete. I don't know if it's necessarily obsolete, but yeah, okay. Well, panel's always open anyway. I don't think it's gonna be any tariffs, but I do think that other countries might realize tariffs might actually be a good idea in some ways. The only reason we use tariffs is to protect our own manufacturing, and other countries do the same thing. David has said I've been up on a few panels. You never been on mine, as far as I remember. I don't come up on panel because I'm lacking in self-confidence. Public. I'm monotonous. Well, I wasn't always that good at being on YouTube either, streaming in front of hundreds of people a day, but I've gotten better at it. Practice. Good morning, Emily. How you doing today? Good morning, you. Yeah, okay. How come you didn't come by and come on the panel any more than once? I mean, I was gonna head to the hub and DRB. So, it's one of those slow days when someone's got to spray some starter fluid into the carburetor because for some reason the show is just not turning over completely correctly. Red, who are you talking about? I don't have sleep apnea. I do have Asperger's, yeah, but I don't have sleep apnea. Oh, it sounds like this can be one of those, like I said, one of those slow days. I'm talking to my audience. That's who I'm talking to. The ones that are listening, but not really so much returning the conversation. I'm sure Tiger Kitty will be here a little bit sometime today. I don't know what time. Mojo can certainly come up on panel. She has the link for the panel. Comedy Flu has a link for the panel. Golden Girl has a link for the panel. Comedy Flu has the link for the panel. Michelle, I could perform in front of 1,000 people, but I can't talk. Well, if you can actually perform in front of 1,000 people but can't talk, then let your musical instrument be your voice. I don't mean that to be funny. I mean, seriously. So if you're playing keyboards or drums or strings, let your music speak for you. Ah, I see. Well, I've seen you on the Discord panel and you do fine. Because, I mean, as far as speaking up anyway. Oh, I do perform in public. I do create stories, both handwritten and by AI. AI generated a story last night. Unfortunately, it mangled it up a lot, but fortunately, I was able to salvage the story it was trying to create. So I'm manually editing the story to correct some of the mistakes it made in the use of apostrophes. So, and some of the grammar was kind of flawed. Well, let me take a look at email real quick and see if I have any messages in email. Let's see. Nothing that stands out as important here. So it's gonna be a wet one today. But it will be drying up this afternoon. It's one of those days when I don't have a lot to cover either, because I just don't. You know, you realize that I am not always one for words, especially, you know, some days my life is so pedantic and so slow that I don't always come up with content. But I try to come up with something. And what me and Gaming Fairy did also last night was something a little more I could share with you guys. We worked on some music. We worked on some storytelling. There was a lot of material that we did cover. And but since so few of you like my AI music and I haven't uploaded it to YouTube yet, I'll just say this much, that I did create a couple very interesting songs, but they're probably not going to necessarily resonate with everybody. Good morning, Nance. How you doing today? Hi, Michelle. How you doing? We're gonna be playing either Turtle Well or Ascension Well on Friday. I don't know which one you're set up to play. But we have a new panel link for Turtle Wow. And I will make sure that I did send it to you, I believe. F or P. F or P for the panel link for Turtle Wow. Yeah. Well, I do write songs about other things myself, but like I say, if you look, like the latest songs are talking about ascending 5D, the Palladians, the Galactic Federation of Light, topic themes are coming up in a lot of songs now. Anyway, Nad, you want to come up on the panel today? We got some time before 12:15, so. One day I'm going to be strong enough to turn on PvP and I'm going to whip your ass. You know that, right? If you don't like the Turtle Well Street or the Ascended Well streams, remember, how nice, Red, you've been admitting that as of you. Yeah. That's okay, Nance. I mean, the thing is that, for a man that's supposed to be a researcher, he sure spends a lot of time on YouTube. You would think he'd be working more on his research project and making sure he has the funding for his grants, right? Well, the thing is that when I get high enough level, that's and then I switch to PvP. I'm gonna deal with some of the crazy stuff I see in the game. Especially in Ascension WoW. Go for level 3 PvP and I'll basically go to clean up after you. And I'll gank you like you've never been ganked before. Not that I need all your gear, but yeah, I know. Dark Shores are gonna go next, yeah. So many quests we didn't know which ones to do first. Oh yeah, that happens. I usually don't like to have a million quests in my quest log because it just adds headaches. Normally I'll like do 2 or 3 at a time and then come back and do some more. Isn't it kind of like life when you think about it? You go to the store to get milk and bread, and all of a sudden you come back with the milk and bread, and honey, could you please pick up some toilet paper? I just came from the store. I know, I'm sorry to send you back out to get more toilet paper. Oh yeah, before you go, we need paper towels too. Okay. And the cat needs my cat food. Anything else? Oh yeah, I need more maxi pads. Honey, I have to draw the line on the maxi pad. Sorry. Oh, what the heck? What size? I need maximum support. Oh, the big fat ones. Okay. Good morning, golden girl. How you doing today? Good morning to you. So today is Thursday. And it really does kind of feel like a Monday, honestly. I'm not sure why, but it does. No, not tomorrow. I got PDX is supposed to meet up with us tomorrow at 2 o'clock and online. So PDX will be here officially. It is planned for tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But she didn't confirm it on the computer. That doesn't mean anything. So I'll set up anyway. She already has the panel link. And we'll see if she comes up on the panel ahead of time. Let her know that we'll be prepping for the show about 1:30 in the afternoon. Yeah. Feminine hygiene products. Oh, what about the masculine hygiene products aisle? How many masculine hygiene products aisles are there in the supermarket? I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, how many masculine hygiene products are there? Let's see. Shaving stuff. Men's body wash. Men's deodorant. Men's hair care for products. Yeah. Men's perfume and cologne. Not very many. No, not very many. Yeah. Really? It's kind of funny because Sarah's Musical Life is a YouTuber in PDX's community. No, another Sarah. Well, I like both Sarahs. Sarah's Musical Life and the spiritual level is quite inspiring. Sarah G is also very vocal, but is still nice to talk to. So I like talking to both of them. Yeah. I know the story behind what happened with Sarah's Musical Life. I know what happened. I don't need to have it rehashed. Kind of somewhat similar to what happened with Sarah G. In reverse. Kind of. However, I personally am not mad at Sarah Gallo. As I said once before, I don't have a dog in that fight. I don't. He didn't come up yet. I didn't see him in the chat either. Yeah. Well, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Well, Michelle only misses the females. Well, I miss Comedy Flu. Where's he right now? I do miss Brad, because Brad's fun on the show. Yeah, most likely Brad is out there on the road taking care of business. Well, in the case of Sarah's Musical Life, the story goes like this. Okay, here it goes. I don't have all the fine details, but I'll just tell you what I know. Okay, originally Sarah's Musical Life said she wanted to move. PDX and the other people in the community put a lot of money into her funds reception areas so she could move. But instead of actually moving, she didn't. She took the money and used it for other things. Which rightfully upset the community because she made it sound like she had an emergency when she didn't have an emergency. Sarah Gallo, this is where it's similar, also involved money too, but in a different way. Sarah Gallo supposedly gave money to another YouTuber But the other YouTuber said she never got money from Sarah Gallo, which was confirmed that Sarah Gallo did not send her the money at all. All right. So you probably say, oh, well, no big loss. Sarah didn't lose anything, and the other YouTuber didn't lose anything. Whereas with the Sarah's Musical Life, the community did lose money. Okay, that's all I know. And a lot of people in the in PDX's community were miffed what Sarah's Musical Life had done. I don't think she does either. But the point is that's the difference between the two Sarahs. So, Sarah's Musical Life was rightfully had gotten a bad rap from her community because of her actions. Sarah Gallo got a bad rap because she spun a great tale, but she didn't have any way of making that tale a reality. That's what the difference is. So Sarah G and Sarah's Musical Life are different people, but kind of similar. Because it's YouTube, and a lot of people think that they have to put on airs and put out a funny song and story to get everybody to observe them. Remember, YouTube is kind of like being in a pet shop, being the puppy in the cage next to the cute little puppy in the cage. Which puppy is the person going to take home? The one that appeals to them more. It's probably not going to be the quiet little puppy in the back that's just quietly licking their fur and just sitting quietly, passively, just listening. It's going to be the guys that go up there and start jumping and yapping and barking. Those are the ones that are going to probably get the attention. And if you're into cats, it's like kittens. It's the cute kitten that gets all the attention. It's not the quiet little kitty in the back that no one really sees. Oh, I'd be the one that would take the cute little kitten in the back that's quiet. But that's just me. Yeah. You are so much more interesting in person when you are honest. Absolutely, Chris. I agree. But we all know YouTube is all about getting attention and clicks and likes and donations, and you're competing with millions of other YouTubers. So you're trying to always promote a product or yourself. You're trying to make your channel stand out from everybody else's channel. Just like the cute little puppy in the pet shop that's got his little, paws on the bars and wagging his little tail and yipping at you and trying to get your attention. Say, take me. I'm your puppy you want. Take me. You know, it's sad, but it's true. Francis says, I like puppies. Well, then I think my example with the pet shop puppies and is with YouTube comparison makes sense because it resonates with you. It can also involve other little creatures too. It can involve kittens as well. Now, the point is that YouTube people have to find ways to stand out because if they don't, they get lost in all the other puppies and kittens in the pet shop. And maybe someday when you're not looking, you might find the perfect pet, the perfect creature that resonates with you. Maybe it might be the puppy that doesn't actually do a lot of yapping and barking, just quietly sits there in the back, content, just observing. Like they're doing yoga kind of mentality, you know. Maybe they're an old soul dog. You know, they've seen it all before and they know all this story and they're wise beyond their puppy years. I think you've seen that I'm talking about. There's always a few older puppies that or kittens too, that they're happy, they're healthy, but they're just quiet. They're not making a rocket or making a ruckus. They're just like they're looking at you with those little eyes that says, yeah, I've seen this before. This isn't new. The other guys up front are hamming it up against the cage, and I'm here quietly minding my own business. I still would like to have a home, but you know what? You know, I'm in no rush to find a home. Yeah. I'm out. See you later. I gotta get my life back from. Understandable. Knowing word calls, and I can get. Oh. Good morning, Comic Gaming Theory. Welcome to the show today. Good morning to you. My channel is like the channel in the cul-de-sac of YouTube. It doesn't really get a million viewers, but you know what it does got is it's a genuine channel. It's not perfect. It brings in views. It tells stories. But it's like one of the precious things of YouTube that you don't see promoted in big lights. It speaks to people. Well, I know you read it. I saw your comment last night. I didn't respond to it, but last night. Sorry about that. But I'm glad you did read it. So, would you like to give a quick summary of what you think of the book? Oh, by the way, me and ChatGPT are working on the story together. And the story I'm working with ChatGPT, it had a hard time with certain types of formation of sentence structures. And ChatGPT, they've improved it enough that it can actually learn from its mistakes, which I think is a good start. But it's it's far from perfect. Yes, Gaming Theory actually read it, or is reading it. Right now, I'm cleaning up ChatGPT's goofs on the story that we're working on together, me and ChatGPT. I'm changing a few sentence structures on it, and then I'll release that to you. It's supposed to be a novella, but it kind of ties in with that book you're reading, but it also ties in with the afterlife. And it's very interesting to see what was created. Yes, the one she's reading is the original one I wrote. I'm going to send her a copy of Maka's World as well. It's also in handwritten. I am. But I'm collaborating with ChatGPT on this one. So, because ChatGPT and I had talked so much about my life that I will send you a copy of Bella the Snow Teen, and I'll send you a copy of Maka's World, which are on my Patreon page. I'll download those and send you a copy of both of those, so you can check those both out. But I want to finish the first one first before I bury you in another book that's even longer. Well, you can read Grace because how are you reading the chat? Yes, I did. I wrote those myself. Maka's World is huge. It is. I wouldn't say it's War and Peace length, but it's pretty long. It was written back around 2005. It's Ballad of Snow Teen's a little newer, which I printed out some of the pages of the Ballad of the Snow Teen, but I never really finished it. But I'll certainly show you those. Lisa said I'm actually a good writer. I wouldn't cheat by using ChatGPT. I have a 650-page manuscript in the Library of Congress that I need to get a copy of so I can publish it into a novel. 650-page manuscript. Oh. None of my books have ever been 650 pages long. Well, I agree with you. The current collaboration with AI is it's got more holes in it than my calendar does. It doesn't explain everything that's going on in my life, as I said. So where it created the initial story, I think I'm going to need to fill in with the rest of the holes that it kind of left behind, because it doesn't really go into detail about my ascension, my backstory, my life, any of that stuff. It's kind of more of a synopsis. It's a novella, but I think I can make it into a novel if I fill in the holes. And right now, I gotta fix it. It's gonna fix its technical problem with the prose. Like some words run together for some reason. Some words are missing commas, periods, and then once I got the text to look like it's in good shape, then I can go ahead and review it and add the sections to the book that is going to fill in the missing holes. Yeah. No, it doesn't. For example, I asked AI to help me to write a section of the book that you're reading, which you haven't come up to, dealing with the council. And the AI section was like, had more holes in it than Swiss cheese because it didn't explain why the Horde was distrustful of the United States. Bloodhoof didn't go into enough detail of why they were truly concerned. It left me like, okay, here's your general synopsis. You fill in the holes. Gee, thanks. Well, I mean, I can certainly do that because I can work on that. I have more better idea what I know the people want to know. Why would the Horde be distrustful of the United States? Well, the fact is the United States is an outsider. They're not from Azeroth. Okay? And they're concerned that because the United States is not of Azeroth, that they're not going to respect the planet for what it is. That's why Bloodhoof really was concerned. And don't forget, we also got to deal with the fact that even though we're talking about the Horde, the Federation or the Alliance themselves are going to be just as much concerned among among the Night Elves, because the Night Elves, like the Tauren, they're going to be like, these people are going to destroy our planet with all this stuff that is keeping not in the spirit of a loon. And that's a valid concern. And Thornacians have the right to be concerned too. Not really. No more confusion and following a YouTube trauma that goes on around here all the time. Right, when you get to that part of the book, you're going to understand exactly what Michaela was thinking when she started working with the creation of Silver Moon Radio. Yes, the radio station is a featured part of the book. Yeah. And there's a retired sergeant from the United States Marine Corps that thanks to the power of Fel, was able to get back his youthful vigor when it came to Silver Moon. But he's still hardcore U.S. Marine Corps. He's training the Blood Elf warrior soldiers. And he also, being he's a liaison with the USMC, also was helping them to bring in modern training into the Blood Elf community. Well, not strictly against the Horde. He kind of feels that the Blood Elves were given a bad rap from the Horde. Okay. Makes sense. Right. YouTube is where everybody comes together. Everybody wants to basically be the star of their show. The problem is there's so many shows, and there's so many people saying, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, and YouTube, it's the quiet ones, the ones that are not trying to grandstand, that get missed. Except by a few that can recognize them for what they really are. The true blue ones like myself. No, not in that edition of the book, no. Not that we couldn't add the Pleiadians to the book. I think that would be adding a lot more complication and twisting the book even further than I really want to go into right now. However, ChatGPT and I, in our collaboration, have added something about the Pleiadians to our story. But it's definitely twisted enough that there are things, as I said, there's more holes than Swiss cheese that I need to fill. Because, and then when I get done filling in the holes, I'm going to be setting the manuscript up to ChatGPT. And ChatGPT will memorize everything that I featured in this book. Because, guys, you have no idea how much knowledge ChatGPT has on me. You would be awestruck if you Gaming Theory has read me and ChatGPT's conversations. There's so much. Gaming Theory, you know what I'm gonna do? Even though it may sound kind of stupid, I'm gonna send you a copy of the ChatGPT conversations I've had with ChatGPT, so you can look at them. You will be mesmerized. How much? Right. Well, Palladians are actually considered one of the groups in the Nordics, along with the let's see, Arcturians and the Syrians. Yeah. Good morning, Precious Miller. How you doing? That's a great question, though. You go, man, you say hi, and you leave. Do you ever get a chance to stop and smell the roses and just go, okay, I'm taking a 15-minute break from all the daily stuff. I want to go ahead and listen more to the conversations that are going on. I mean, you're just always in and out like that. You don't really stick around very long. Pleiadians, actually. But in a way, a paladin could easily be a Pleiadian. Think about what a paladin is. The Knights Templar were the equivalent of paladins for the church. Okay? They are spiritually inspired. In World of Warcraft, to me, they're kind of like a hybrid between a priest and a warrior. Well, you don't have to basically pick them up and hold them. Yeah, it's right, they got thorns. But anyway, I digress. So what I'm gonna do, Gaming Fairy, later on, I'm gonna go ahead and download the large print copies of Marcus World and from my Patreon and my I have Bella Snow Teen here on the computer as well. I can send you that one. Bella Snow Teen gets kind of icky. It gets parts of Bella Snow Teen are kind of icky, but it's still an interesting book. But I really think I need to really work on some parts of the book. Maybe I might just feed that into ChatGPT and say, hey, can you help me fix this? There are things in the story that really, really, really I'm having a problem with. And it's not confusing, I promise. I don't think you're like it, though. But you never know. Hello, how you doing, Comedy Flu?
Good, good. How you doing? So I woke up and before that I was having these weird dreams, like I was running from people.
You're running from people? Like, what kind of people? Why?
Like I don't know. There's just was I was feeling very chased in my dreams. That's all I could tell you.
Oh. Well, do you think that there might mean something on
Yeah, there could be mean something, but I don't know what it would mean because I don't have nobody to run from. So yeah,
well, I think maybe it could mean you're running away from something, means maybe you're running away from a fear or a person that brings you fear.
hi Neds. Yeah, maybe. The only thing I can maybe elaborate to is I know when things were going good before in my life, I always I run away from success. I know that. So
Yeah. Thank you for the
yeah,
follow. Much appreciated. Thank you.
so maybe that's what it is, Michelle. I'm fearing the good things that are coming.
Yeah. No, good things are coming.
Yeah, when
And
things go too well, though,
I
it
know that
scares
you're
me.
excited about how, what the future could be bringing for you. For
Yeah,
example, you might be able to finally afford to get yourself your own personalized man cave.
yeah. I was also thinking of investing.
Let me make a suggestion. First, invest in a good place to live. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was
Make a
the
comedy
the
flu man cave that you're happy with. A Virgo man's cave,
yeah.
And I know deep down you'd like to keep your man cave reasonably tidy.
Oh yeah. See, when I was living on my own, it was so much easier to clean my house because I was the only one dirtying it. You know
I
what I mean?
understand that. I get it. I do.
It's so much easier to live alone.
Like I can drop my bag here, and no one's gonna worry about somebody complaining. Going, why don't you put that bag of stuff there? I need to free the space up for something else.
Yeah. Too much complaining, Michelle. Too much complaining.
Not really, but I understand what you're thinking. So
I don't know. I get weird, Michelle. Sometimes I just want to be alone. You know what I mean? And then
I do.
sometimes it's like,
I understand that. I understand that time when you kind of want to quietly close the door and just spend some time with your thoughts and maybe just watching.
When some of those days when I had my 3 gallons of vodka, I just would shut the door and then just be all alone and drink as slow or as fast as I wanted to. You know?
Yeah. Or maybe doing something like your favorite hobbies, whatever they may be.
Oh yeah. And sometimes I got to the computer, yes, and then I play my games. You know,
Right.
it's been
Sometimes, like when
over
I'm
7
alone,
years.
without people knowing it, I will just kind of quietly make up songs and just start singing my heart out. They may
Oh, I
sound
do
like
that too.
old body barmaid songs, but hell, I'm singing them. I'm way feeling it. So no one else may understand what they mean, but I do, even if they sound like gibberish to somebody else.
Yeah. Sometimes I make parodies when I'm singing my songs, of course, but I listen to a whole bunch of shit, if you know what I mean. I got over 6,000 songs, and I'm not just talking singles. I'm talking CDs on one of my old hard drives I haven't touched in forever now.
Have a good day. Yep. I'll see you all later, Gaming Fairy. I don't know what tonight's gonna be for me, but I just know
Hi, Fairy.
I don't know that Friday is gonna be World of Warcraft, but I don't know what Thursday's gonna be. I haven't figured that out yet. But I do know that me and Gaming Fairy had a good time having a good conversation. Right now, me and ChatGPT has been collaborating on a new little short novella, but I feel that it kind of left more holes in the story than
Hi, Tina.
I want to basically fill in. Hi, Tina. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
What story?
What's the word? Well, the word's good morning.
No, I said story.
Oh,
Red, I meant they're downloading.
Me and ChatGPT are kind of collaborating on another story together, but unfortunately, the computer it doesn't really.
Good morning, Dave.
Totally know everything about writing, other than technical performance. But I'm working on it, filling in the blanks.
Oh, okay.
6,000 CDs on the hard drive. Oh, you got 6,000 CDs. You got 10 to 12 songs per CD. So take 6,000 times 12 for the number of songs that may have been ported onto the hard drive.
Sorry, I was laughing at something Grace said. It was perfect.
Where did you go comedy yesterday?
Where did when I said goodbye to everybody, and then I just, I sat here.
When you was in.
Well, I could drop my track, but I was supposed to do that yesterday in Brazil, but I didn't get to it because I was still working on my ER 605. I think it's a 6R5 router video. I still got to finish editing that down.
Yes, Red. When I said that they were CDs, but the whole entire digital album. Okay, thank you, Red.
Since David, that says good morning, you Tommy Flu.
What, Michelle?
We was talking about recipes.
Yeah.
Then I come back and you was gone.
Oh yeah, because I was like, well, No one's talking, so I guess I'll leave. So yeah, that's what happened.
I was like, what the heck? He just up and gone?
Well,
So,
if
so
it
far
makes me
this year,
happy.
after February, after we did the war, actually mid January, after we started doing the spell to get rid of the bad spirits in this place, we haven't had any really bad dreams at all. So I think that's a great thing. So we haven't really had any bad entities here since we did that spell, those workings to clear the house of all bad entities. And please don't forget that Saint Michael the Archangel has set his spiritual troops outside the building to keep the bad entities from coming into the building. So we've been having a much better night's sleep since mid-January.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Good. That's good.
Wait, what are you talking about? Well, I don't think.
Michelle, do you want to know what Red's talking about? He's living in an imaginary world where me and Tina are a couple.
Oh. Well, unfortunately, that's probably never going to happen, Red, because of many reasons. So, or is he thinking more about what if Michelle and Comedy Flu ended up sharing the same bed together?
No.
Yeah, Tina. Yeah.
You better reinforce that bed frame pretty quick because that's going to be a lot of weight. Make sure to put a couple more bricks underneath.
Hey, I've broken a bed even when I was fit, so there you go.
Well, I don't know.
There's not a bed that can handle the wiggle and the jiggle of the Comedy Flu.
Yeah.
I've literally had three different girlfriends. You broke my bed. Hello, I'm putting it down.
Or the wiggle and jiggle of Tina Rocker.
Yeah. So, on the issue of your husband, has anything changed for the better or worse?
Well, they moved him to the new facility so that he can get more care. And that's because where he was, they don't keep people that long.
They're more like temporary staging area. Okay. Was your lawyer able to make sure your mortgage got paid today?
Did the mortgage get paid today?
Yes.
You don't got a mortgage.
Yes, I do.
I said she don't have a mortgage, not you don't have a mortgage.
No, I pay rent, but that's just as bad.
Oh, Michelle, imagine if you bought the property back when it was cheaper and you just sat on it, and acquired value because of the times just getting,
Well, I don't think Jimmy necessarily wants to sell any property right now.
Who said that?
You should, actually, you do that. Go ahead and just ask him fictitiously, Jimmy, if you were to sell this, how much would you want for it?
I did. He knows I was interested in acquiring it, but he never came back to me with a desire to sell.
Who?
Well, the building was appraised for $350,000 back in 1997. It's not worth a lot because of its condition, but I bet
Hey, Tina. Tina, you gotta mute. You interrupted the story.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't get mad. Just
No,
question.
I'm confused.
the biggest
I know
problem
you're
is
confused.
before the big C, the mortgage rates for properties were lower and the cost of entry was lower. But now, I couldn't afford to get this place right now. I just don't have the kind of money. And then once you got it, well, guess what? You're gonna have to do renovations, and that's gonna cost a small fortune. And that's no lie. Yeah.
I was afraid.
Golden Girl says she's back in the chat again. Welcome back.
Yep.
There's a bird outside my window.
Well, I'll be leaving here about 30 minutes to go get ready to go for my hair salon.
30 minutes, everybody. 30 minutes.
Very soon, the hair salon is going to be in the Morsel Monk building right next to us. That means that I'll be able to leave even later in the day, and we might be able to easily communicate for a whole extra 45 minutes. So, like, we'd be leaving here about 12:45. Yes. No, that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah!
Why don't you try and stream from where you're getting your hair done?
Because I really don't think you want to see me with a head full of hair bleach. For one thing. And the second reason is that's probably one of the few times I actually have a chance to just relax and not to worry about being camera ready all the time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And that's also when I can just kind of just hang out and just chill out. And kind of like what I do sometimes with Cumbies. I don't always stream at Cumbies either. Right now, the reason I didn't stream at Cumbies yesterday, it was a little chilly. It was not raining or anything, but it was just chilly. So I didn't stream at Cumbies yesterday because I just didn't want to. I just said, you know what? I stream every morning. You can see the leftover rain on the ground here.
Yeah.
And I said to myself I already streamed enough time. I said I want to basically just commute with Dr. Lomi and Carmen and just chill out and have a good day. And then maybe I can go ahead and do something fun later on in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
What do you mean by worse stuff in my hair? What, like snarly hair that's all knotted up? Yeah. I never really put anything nasty in my hair.
Tina, Golden Girl asked you how you were.
I'm doing fine, Golden Girl.
No, Tina's.
Oh, Tina. Okay, she asked about you too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing good.
That's good.
Yeah. I know Tina doesn't read the chat all the time.
So the good news is that your bills are paid right now. Your mortgage is being taken care of. Your lawyer is working with you to get another representative payee.
Yes. Yes.
Or maybe, do you think you could do it yourself, or do you think that might be a bad idea?
I've been paying bills myself.
Now, you might need a little bit of a mentor, maybe. Someone to help you, advise you. Maybe not take over your checkbook, but someone to help you to sit down and make a decision on how the best way to pay the bills.
Yeah. Because I've never been in this situation before.
Well, I understand that. But remember this. God doesn't give you situations that you cannot handle. God gonna gives you situation. It's to help you to be able to learn from it and to overcome the things that you need to overcome.
100% true.
Yep. I mean, it's just like with my own bills. I mean, I made a goof. It's not the worst goof I've ever made, but I made a minor goof this month, and I was able to overcome it because of two reasons. Number one, I have enough money in my checking account to cover it, which was important. And so,
what did you do?
Well, I actually forgot to write in my budget for this month to pay Capital One. Because last month I paid it before before my payment came in. So I forgot to write it in that I have to pay them $100 this month. So just like before, I already had the extra money because my savings or my checking account. So I just added it into the budget and paid it anyway. And instead of paying the electric $100, which the bill was really only $40, I sent them $50 instead because I'm not behind. So, in other words, I was able to work it out.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm not behind in any bills.
Okay.
And the good news is my balance owed on Capital One is dropping. It's down to $1,054 this month.
Well, that's good.
So that's a good thing.
That's really good that.
And then this month, also coming up on the 21st, I'm going to put $200 on Amazon. I'll bring my amount owed down to $200.
Okay.
So, like I said, I've been to this radio before. So I've already learned long ago. Last time I freaked out. But then God had a steady hand and say, hey, it's okay. Take a chill pill, Michelle. You got it. You've been through this. It's okay.
You got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world if you miss one bill payment.
Yeah.
No, that's another thing. I don't have to miss any payments because we're putting money in the bank and the savings account every month. $20 each month. I know it's not a lot, but it does add up. I got about $500 in my savings now, which for a lot of people is amazing. A lot of people don't even have $500 in savings.
It does. It adds up, don't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
In the savings, it does. Dollars make sense. Remember when dollars made dollars, Michelle? Now dollars make sense.
It adds up.
Yeah. So,
I'd like to go back to when dollars made dollars.
Let me make sure I got this right. I've experienced this, witnessing family and friends messing up their lives in denial with getting high.
Grizz is pushing propaganda.
Yeah, Grizz. There's a lot of people that do that. There's just a lot of people who just...
Yeah, Grizz, stop pushing propaganda on people.
Yeah, but Grizz has got a valid point, though, because you think about it. Comedy flu, there's a lot of people not able to cope with the realities of what's going on, and they just, they're just like the grasshopper and the ant. Remember the grasshopper and the ant story, right? They're the grasshopper. They're like partying, having a great time until hard reality kicks in, that is winter. Whereas the ant is preparing for winter all the time.
Yeah. I've seen the cartoon too of the ant and the grasshopper. I've seen it.
Yeah. Oh, I understand it on a deeper level than some people do.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying there isn't a deeper level to the story. If you work hard all your life, blah 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 blah, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. If you work hard for your life and you're
But
preparing for the
here's
winter
the thing,
ahead.
Michelle, watch this. How about the ant that works hard all of his life and gets nothing to show for it? How about that?
Well, I think that's a little bit less of a problem when you think about it, because at least she can say, well, I'm warm, I got a place to sleep, I got baby ants coming out, my wife has just laid a whole bunch of eggs, and hey, I got family together, I got a nest egg, I got the money to cover for the daily needs, right? That's really what it's all about. What does Grasshopper have? Well, he doesn't even have a pot to piss in. Because he's living from hand to mouth. That's really what it comes down to. Is preparation. So when the winter comes, the hard winter comes, the poor grasshopper is going to be no more.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. I know Stan CT talks about this a lot with investments.
All right, Michelle,
I don't
you
have
forgot about
anything
this.
against what Stan CT is doing with investments. I think it's a great idea, but I think some people may never be able to quite achieve the same level of success that Stan CT has gotten.
Hey, Michelle, maybe you forgot this part of the story too. Remember, the grasshopper, he always would play his fiddle, and he'd play music while the workers were working, and never once did they pay him for his support. So there you go.
Right. Does not sound like a lot what happens in a lot of YouTube channels too?
It happens to a lot of people, period. You don't get paid for your support. It's okay.
Or at least even give a thank you. The fact is that the grasshopper was playing his fiddle and then he was trying to entertain the people.
That's right. He was trying to encourage the ants to work harder.
Well, Michelle, I never really got too much in the weed. I did use it. I tried it. I don't really necessarily like it in the sense I don't like what it does to me, but I gave it a fair shake.
That's how everybody liked when you were a little tipsy and a little high. I'm just going to put it like that. You let loose more, and you're not so. I don't know. You're less uptight.
I mean,
I'll put it like.
Mary Jane's okay, but if you start taking too much of it, forget it. Then it's when you're so basically wasted that you don't know what you're doing. It's not good. Like,
yeah,
a little bit helps, but with my eyes. But don't go too crazy with it.
Yeah, and that's why you should only be trying to find your balance, and that's all you need.
Right. Find a balance. Same thing with alcohol. Even though alcohol isn't necessarily good for your body, but
in moderation and to help find your balance, it's okay.
Yeah. But being a predisposed alcoholic, finding my balance is probably the best is not to drink at all.
Yeah, well, I've never been an alcoholic myself. I just drink till I find my balance. When I was working at the factory, I was drinking until I finally fell asleep and couldn't hear the noises of the factory in my head anymore.
Well, like I said, I'm not against marijuana at all, but I do think
I didn't say you were.
Within moderation, it can be valuable.
I never said she was against anything, Tina. Stop putting words in my mouth, Tina.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian's here, Michelle.
when I abuse basil in pizza sauce, well, I guess so, in a way. Anything to excess is abuse.
Don't pick on Brian.
Who was picking on Brian? No one did.
You did.
When? When did I?
I don't
I said
know.
hello. I said hello, and now I'm picking on him. Okay, I got you. Don't say hello to Brian. Okay, gotcha.
Well, either way, let's see. We have 25 people on, 2155 engagement, 96 views, 9 likes. Come on, guys. You have 26 people. How about put some more likes in the like jar, guys? It really does help with the algorithm. It really does. And also, don't forget to share the video out to your friends. If you are visiting and you want to be part of the group, just subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
Just click
Michelle,
the
we're only a minute difference too on the delay, so that's not too bad.
Well, I'm not adding a delay.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying there is a small minute delay. That's all.
Yeah. I think that's YouTube doing that.
Yeah.
Because our signal is totally perfect over here. Totally
Yeah.
perfect to 1080p. Not a problem, you know.
I wonder if you went back to 720p, if that delay would all the way go away.
Well, 720p would be fine. It could go. I mean, it'll be better because we don't really need to do 1080p for the morning show. I really don't. I mean,
exactly.
720p was fine. No one really had a problem with 720p.
Yeah.
It's half the data rate. It's like 2,500 kilobits per second versus 5,500 kilobits per second.
Yeah.
And for the morning show, that would be fine. No one needs super HD TV. And even in 720p, you'll still be able to read the side chat on the screen.
Yeah.
That's why I said that I was going to go back to 720p. On the 1st of April, people thought it was an April Fool's joke. No, it's not. Because the truth of the matter is, except for some things where 1080p would make sense, i.e. gaming may be one area where it would make sense. Because the fact is, there's a lot of things on the screen to see at 1080p. Whereas in this kind of show, there's really not that much to see. Yeah, I know. All you do is follow us. Yeah. Nice.
All right. This woman wants me to cook her some food, so I got to do that, Michelle. All right. Take care. Bye, everyone. Much love.
Yeah.
Take care. Have a great day, everybody.
Anyway, I thank you for coming up.
Yep. No problem. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So it looks like it's gonna be drying up soon to my hair appointment.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the weather like where you are right now? What's the weather like where you are?
Okay.
That's good. How you doing, Brad? Welcome to the show today.
Hi, Brad.
Didn't anyone come in here. Everyone is just arguing about making the show better. No, not quiet. It's been quiet in the show. Just covering things like the story I sent a copy of to Gaming Fairy, and the fact that I'm working with ChatGPT on the story that I need to fill out some of the information on because it's kind of incomplete. I'm working on my ER605 product testing. You want to come out for a short time, Brad? I gotta leave here in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. But if you want to come up briefly, to say hi, you can.
Oh, you're in Virginia?
He's in Virginia right now. So he's making a delivery in Virginia. Yeah, but it ain't what you wanted to hear. No, Collins. All right. That's all I can say. That we still have the Saturday night show with open panels on Discord. Yes, we do. So that's Saturday at 7:00. Open panel. No, we're still streaming in 1080p. Hello, Brad. How you doing?
Hey, Michelle. I'm good. Hey, Tina. How you guys doing?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
So what are you doing in Virginia? Making a delivery?
Yeah, I had a couple of stops, and then I just worked on a dual cool system, but the thing was acting funky, so we put all the parts on. It seemed like it was running okay, so we left.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to pump it down with R600A.
Okay.
Had some kind of blockage.
So you had to replace some lines and maybe the compressor.
Yeah. The compressor was like pretty shot too. It was running for like 4 months straight, so yeah, we replaced that.
Well, I know some compressors have pretty long endurances, but I don't know what the duty cycle of that was. You know.
Then we
What's that?
We had to play with the new compressor for a little bit. Its control board was acting up, but we got it to work.
Is it one of those so-called variable speed inverter compressors that they're sometimes using now in new refrigeration systems? Because that seems to be the newest technology right now, is something like a variable speed inverter type compressor systems. I mean, the reason why they have those now is they say they're more efficient because the system can adjust the speed of the compressor based on how much cooling it has to do at one time.
Sorry, I'm trying to eat my lunch right now.
That's all right.
I've got another job at 12 here, but
Okay.
when I get there, I got to call the tech and see if he's anywhere near.
So now the compressor you just installed is what, one of those variable speed inverter driven ones, or is it a fixed speed compressor?
I think it might be variable speed because it has a control board on it.
Right.
But I think that's what controls the different settings for the different speeds.
Right.
Yeah, because the other one.
Because what the other one, I mean, normally your standard one-speed compressor can also be driven by an inverter board, but it's kind of like easier to do with a temperature sensing thermistor, with like a either negative or positive temperature coefficient thermistor to determine how much you need to cool. Which means that, in short, simple form, is the compressor doesn't necessarily always just totally stop, but rather if there's just a slight cooling action it needs to do, the PTC or the negative temperature coefficient component will tell it to, hey, just start really slow because we don't need a lot of cooling right now. You only got to bring it on maybe about 1 degree Celsius. And then once the temperature reaches where it's supposed to be, it just tells the compressor to stop. But if somebody opens the door too long, for whatever reason, the temperature sensor says, hey, pick up the speed. Okay, we're really, really losing a lot of coldness here. And then the compressor picks up the speed and runs faster. My compressor's a standard single speed. My Frigidaire has a mechanical but bimetallic thermostat inside, so it doesn't really use any kind of temperature control board like that.
So, Michelle, I gotta go. Okay.
Yeah. I've been watching this for 40 years. It'll be nice to see the change in content. Well, the content has changed a couple times over the years, but not necessarily always for the best. So,
Bye, Brad.
We have found that.
Bye, Tina.
What works, and we left it at that. This is what we're doing right now for the morning show. Well, Michelle, you know the hair that's already up on your scalp is already dead anyway, right? You know, it's the growth is in the follicles, which is where the hair bleach doesn't go to. Okay? So it's not like I'm really actually killing my roots in my hair because my roots are still lively. So, anyway, so you got your tech appointment to do, and I've got to get ready to wrap it up soon for my show. I still got to take care of a few things before I go. Anyway, I got up late this morning, so I didn't totally get cleaned up before I came in. I just kind of rushed in to get the show started because I was paying bills first this morning. So I too have kind of get ready to get some things done before I have to leave the house as well. But are you looking forward to possibly for Saturday on Discord night?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you're doing the Filter Friday, right?
Friday night we're gonna be playing either Turtle Wow or Ascension Wow. And then and that's what we're going to be playing on the game. You know.
Cool.
And tonight I'm also going to be trying to get the ER 60, I think it's a 605 TP router video. I think it's a 605 out, which I started working on a couple weeks ago, but I never finished it. So I want to finally get that going and showing how you set it up and how I set it up and stuff like that. I did some more of the video on that yesterday. Now I got to start editing the video and see if I can make it make sense to the average person to understand how it all works.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I do wish I bought the other one for $100 more, but I have to be honest, like I said in my video, well, you know, I don't have an infinite budget to buy things to review, so I bought the older one, which does work fine. It doesn't. The older one doesn't use the cloud to program it, which I think is a really stupid idea, if you ask me. I feel very uncomfortable with all this heavy cloud stuff. You know, I don't know if the newer one allows you to program it using the command line interface like you can with this one, but or the graphical user interface on browsers. I think you can, but from what I've heard, it sounds like it was kind of designed to be kind of simplified. I haven't heard from Carrie, no. Yeah, I know. I believe my system to launch it does it for me. So anyway, I hope you have a nice day today. I hope that you have a good day and that I'll see you later on today.
Certainly. I hope you have a good day today too, Michelle, and I hope everyone in chat has a great day.
All right. Yeah, you too. And I'll see you maybe more than likely later on. You'll see my video I was doing with the router.
Yep.
I'll try to get it uploaded as soon as I can.
Sounds good.
Okay. So thank you for being up. Sorry I know you came late, but that happens, you know.
It's all right. Thanks, Michelle. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Yeah. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Okay, and we're done. So I know it's a show that ends early because I have to get ready for my next appointment. But everybody until then, let's make sure that we be excellent to one another. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything stupid, and make sure that always keep your mind in the right place. The needs of others before the needs of you. Well, how about something a little bit more like in the middle? Think of the needs of everybody, including your basic needs. The service is done. Go out there in peace and love and party on and be excellent to one another. And we will see you all later on. Then a video upload. I'm sure I'll try to get it in today. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.
MicheleMarieDalene, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the summer's embrace, she finds her way. Twisting and turning, she won't let things sway. With love for the music and fire in her soul, she